Dear students, now let's study sexual reproduction in human beings. We all know that for sexual reproduction, two different organisms are required, that is the male organism and the female organism. So let's study the human male reproductive system. See, this one is the human male reproductive system, and it consists of this testis. This testis produces the sperms, and this testis are present into the scrotum. This testis can also be known as the balls, and these are present outside the abdominal cavity. That means these are the external organs. Then this testis consists of number of seminiferous tubules. Now what are the seminiferous tubules? These are the actual site or the location where the sperm cells germinates, gets matured and starts transporting from one duct to another duct. Hope you know the meaning of duct or gland. These are the organs, the specific organs which produces certain hormones, and it helps the material to transport from one location to the other location. So seminiferous tubules are the site of germination, maturation and transportation of sperm cells, and there are a number of seminiferous tubules which are present into the testes. These testes are also known as the balls. Then germinal epithelium, which are present in the tubules, divide by meiosis to produce sperm. Now this seminiferous tubules consist of germinal epithelium. Now this germinal epithelium can also be known as the wall of seminiferous tubules, and it divides by meiosis. That means the number of chromosomes will reduce to half into the meiosis, and we all know that the meiosis process takes place into the germ cells, and this is how the sperms are produced. Then the sperms will be produced into the testis with the help of the seminiferous tubules, and then the sperms will be sent forward through various tubules, or you can say that these are the ducts. Then what is the sequence of transporting of those sperms? Actually, the sperms will first present into the rete testis. Now rete testis is not shown into the figure because it is present inside the testis. So rete testis, then it goes to vas efferens. Vas efferens is also not shown into the figure because vas efferens is also present into the testis, and the function of vas efferens or vas efferentia is to connect the rete testis with the epididymis. See, this one is the epididymis. So there is a difference between vas efferens, which is not shown into the figure, and this one is the vas deferens. And this vas deferens, it connects this epididymis to the ejaculatory duct. Then the correct sequence of transporting of the sperms is right from rete testis to vas efferens, then epididymis. From epididymis it will be moved forward towards vas deferens, then to the ejaculatory duct, and then to the urinogenital duct. And then these sperms are pushed forward. Whenever the transportation of the sperm takes place and the sperms are pushed forward from one duct to the next duct, they become mature enough to fertilize the ovum or the egg cell of the female. During the sexual intercourse, whenever the sperms goes inside the female reproductive tract, the egg cells will be present, and the sperms is mature enough to fertilize that egg cell, resulting into formation of a diploid zygote. Then the seminal vesicles secrete their secretion in the ejaculatory duct. See, these are the seminal vesicles. This is seminal vesicle. This one, it secretes its secretion into the ejaculatory duct. Now this ejaculatory duct is present somewhat here and not here. These are the prostate glands shown into the figure. So keep that into mind, that seminal vesicle secretes their secretion into the ejaculatory duct, which is present somewhat this side like this, inside the urinary bladder. Whereas the prostate gland, see, this one is the prostate gland, and these are the Cowper's gland. They also produces certain secretion, and that is secreted into the urinogenital duct. Then the semen is formed of sperms which are produced into the testes. Sperms are produced into the testes, and semen consists of the secretion from all these glands: the ejaculatory duct, the prostate gland, the Cowper's gland. So semen is a liquid in which and that liquid is made up of the secretion of all these glands, and inside that the sperms will be there. And the semen consists of fructose, which provides energy to the sperms, so that the sperms will get enough energy, the nourishment will be there. And that semen consists of fructose, and that fructose will provide nourishment and energy to the sperms, because the sperms has to make a long journey, because they have to cross the distance of approximately 6.5 meter whenever they pass out of male reproductive system. So they requires lots of energy. So because of that, this energy is provided to them by the semen, because semen consists of fructose. And see, into the male reproductive system, all the things are paired. Paired means, see, the Cowper gland is present here also, then vas deferens is here and here, seminal vesicle is here and here. So all the organs are paired except the urinogenital tract or the duct, which is a single, and the penis. So this one is the penis, and the scrotum. And from the penis only the semen will come out, and it is also the site of the removing out of the urine also. Okay, so this is how the male reproductive system is. Have a knowledgeable day. Thank you.